Hi Tubesters, it's been a while I guess since I've had an update, and it's time because this is December 1st, which means this is my 4-month anniversary, surgiversary I guess, not anniversary because it's not a year, 4-month surgiversary for my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So I am trying to do monthly updates at the very least now. I've only been paying attention to my weight maybe weekly. I occasionally do weigh in a little more often than that, but I'm not really paying a lot of attention. I'm not writing it down or whatever. Mainly the monthly is where I'm paying attention. For me, it's not about the scale weight so much as it is how do I feel and how am I doing in terms of getting fit, and I'll talk about all of that in a minute. But I will talk about the milestones because that is what people seem to want to know on surgiversary dates. So it's been 4 months since my surgiversary, Dr. Mark Paya in West Hills, California. And in that time, well, first of all, today's weight is 201 pounds even. My highest recorded weight, official weight, is 278. I'm pretty sure I was over 280 though before that time, back when I wasn't weighing myself. So, but let's go from the highest recorded weight. So that's a loss of 77 pounds. On my date of surgery, I weighed 243. I had lost 10 pounds before that for the pre-op diet. But since the date of surgery, that means I've lost 42 pounds in 4 months, and I've lost 7.8 pounds in the last month. So it's just a little shy of the 8 pounds per month that I wanted as a minimum. I was hoping to do 8 to 10 for a while yet. I know that it slows down, and I know that everybody's different. And frankly, I'm not unhappy at all because I am continuing to get leaner, which is what I want. And I'm finally starting to feel like I can be back on my fitness journey, which I had to derail for a little bit, which I will maybe get into in a little bit. But first, the other statistics that I do pay more attention to are things like dress size and the inches lost. So getting to that, I now fit in a 16 pretty comfortably. I could do 14s in some things, but I still have a relatively big stomach. That seems to be the one place, although that's where I've lost the most inches, I still have more to lose. And in terms of pounds, where I'm going, I'm still thinking probably 140. So roughly at this point, I'm about a little more than halfway there. That's great. And I think in the next week or two, I should be into Wonderland. But the Wonderland thing is not my huge thing. I want to get past or below 190 because that was a place that I just could not get below in the last 10 years. Each time I would lose down to about 190 or something above that, but I could just never go below 190 in the last 10 years. Now 20 years ago, well, let's see, I'm 58 now. When I was 40, I was in the 160s, and I was trying to drop back to the 140s at that point. So as I've said before, this is a journey of finding Liz, going back to where maybe I've been in the past. I know that you can't truly go back completely, but I have, you know, I do have memories of what it was like to be thinner, and kind of like that. So I would like to get back to that. All right, in terms of measurements, I'm checking my notes here. I have a journal that I keep. It's getting kind of worn now. It's starting to fall apart actually, but I have my statistics in here. So in the bust, I've lost another ½ inch, which is 5.5 inches total since day of surgery. I don't have my measurements from my highest weight. I think I would have died if I don't know. Yeah, I just didn't take my measurements then, so I had intended to, but I just never got around to it. And by the way, my highest weight was about a year ago, Thanksgiving. So it's been about a year that I started my first initial journey, and I had lost 35 pounds before I did my pre-op diet. So, you know, I had made a pretty decent effort then, but I felt like I wanted to continue on with the surgery and take it all the way that, you know, that I can. So, upper arms, I've lost 2 inches. I didn't lose any off the upper arm in the last month. But I also have not been really exercising, and I'll get to that in a minute as to what happened with my exercise this month. Waist, I have lost 8 inches overall, which is great. I'm no longer the beach whale or the very, very pregnant lady. I'm starting to look just like I need to lose some weight off my midsection, and it's not just horrible. In fact, I can usually hide it pretty well with clothes. Off my abdomen, I've also lost 8 inches. Now, waist and abdomen, my waist measurement, I'm doing at my smallest part of my waist. My abdomen, I'm doing across where my belly button is. So 8 inches off of each one. Hips, I've lost 7.5 inches, and ½ inch was in the last month. And by the way, on abdomen and waist, I lost 1 inch each in the last month. So that is where my weight seems to be continuing to come off, which is great because that's where I really need it off. All right, thighs. I have lost 3 inches overall off of each thigh and ½ inch in the last month, so that's a difference too. And calves, I've lost another ¼ inch, so ½ inch total off my calves as well. So the walking is starting to pay off. Now, so far as exercise, I was going to mention that this month was a hard month. A couple of reasons. One is I got a virus, a stomach virus, where I got very sick, couldn't keep anything down, and, you know, vomiting, diarrhea, whatever. I lost 6 pounds in one day, and kept that off for about a week, and then I got 2 pounds of that back. I think I finally was rehydrated by then. I was surprised. I thought that I would probably bring back more of weight because I thought I was really dehydrated. But 4 of those pounds stayed off. I was surprised. But then I went into a stall for 3 weeks where I stayed the same weight, and finally started losing it again this week. So the total of 7.8 pounds. Between being sick, the other thing that happened between that and each time that I was trying to work out, both before and after that period of illness, I had issues with dizziness, nausea, I think mostly dehydration, but also low blood sugar, I think. I'm not sure all the issues, just being really weak. So I had to give up my training sessions for almost a month. Quit the training, quit my physical therapy, did almost nothing for a couple of weeks, started walking again in the last week, started seeing the weight move again in the last week. So this has been a month of regrouping. Now I continued to lose the inches. The pounds did come off a bit, certainly more than if I had been on a regular diet like I used to do, Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig. This kind of period probably would have been one of maintaining or maybe even weight gain. So the fact that I'm still losing, very happy with that. So I'm hoping going forward, because I now finally feel so much better. As of yesterday, I went back to the trainer, got back in the pool. I'm hoping this is a trend that will stay. So I'm hoping to work on getting back in shape, because I know I lost a lot of strength. I suspect I lost quite a bit of muscle, even though I've tried to keep the protein up. This video is running long, so I'm not going to talk about, more about my nutrition and where I am with other things. Like more specifics of my training and what my goals are. I'll put those off for another time. But I want to thank you. I just want to give an update, and you have a great day. And by the way, I want to thank you to all the new subscribers. And to those who keep commenting on videos of mine, and I look forward to those. I watch your videos too if you are subscribed to me. And listen, have a great rest of the week, and look forward to seeing your videos too. Take care. Bye bye.